I'm Bill.
And I'm Candace.
And
we're the Disruptors.
Where are we at, Candace? People are driving around.
We are here. We have the privilege of being at Operation Drop the Hammer.
Drop the hammer.
Drop the hammer.
Drop the hammer. Drop the hammer. Okay.
This being put on by King's Kitchen and Prosser Construction.
And Prosser Construction.
And we actually have the owner of King's Kitchen here.
Hi, everybody.
You're the owner?
Yes, sir.
I thought you were the owner's daughter.
No.
She just looks that amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
She can't help herself.
Absolutely. Well, this is great. How long have you been here?
We moved into this space beginning of April this year.
This year.
Yes. For that, we've existed. We did a lot of online cabinetry for that. But yeah, I mean, since April, we've been rock and rolling in this space.
Wonderful. That's great. I see you let Candace in. You do know that she's the original wild child.
I tell you, when Bill gets flapping his lips, it's like a turbine. Don't get sucked in, sister. Don't get sucked in. We also have Sarah from Freedom Boat Club here with us. Welcome, Sarah, to the show.
Hi, thank you.
You're welcome. You probably thought your boat sank because we forgot to announce you, right?
It's going down, like the hammer.
Like the hammer.
Yeah.
Like the hammer, indeed. So, tell us a little bit about boating and all that neat stuff from Freedom Boat Club.
Yeah, well, we are co-members of Ignite You, which is a fantastic networking group, and I really came here to support you today. However, Freedom Boat Club is the oldest and largest private boat club worldwide, and we're lucky enough to own a Tacoma and Bremerton location. We own the boats.
You own the boat.
We clean them. We store them, we maintain them, and we provide unlimited access and unlimited training for our members year-round. It's awesome.
Year-round. That is awesome. So naturally you would say then, you love to do boating, but you don't want to have to own the boat. And this is the answer to that.
Exactly.
You get the expense, we get the pleasure.
All the hassle taken out of boating.
That's wonderful.
We do everything.
How long have you been in this operation, company-wise?
Just short of 10 months.
10 months?
Yes.
So you're new. Wow.
Yeah. 30-year-old company, but pretty new to the Pacific Northwest as a franchise.
So, Sarah, if somebody wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
You know, really the best way to do it is to go to freedomboatclub.com. It has all 165 locations because you may not be in Tacoma, but if you are, you're going to click on the Tacoma location and all of my contact information will pop up for that club.
Hey, that's great.
That's awesome. All right, and it's your turn, my dear, of King's Kitchen.
Yeah, we're going to move the mic right over to you now. Go ahead.
If somebody needs their kitchen done, or how do they get a hold of you?
Well, they can also just visit us online at kingskitchenus.com. We have all of our contact information here. And we have one operation here in Tacoma, and we can do all of your design work, as well as your cabinet layouts, your cabinetry. We can do custom and stock items, and also we cut all of our own slab materials, so we can do your countertops as well. And we really want to become that supplier for you, that go-to person where you know you can find quality products for a fair price.
For a fair price. Now, by looking at the walls, you cover from different types of cabinet designs, different types of countertops, and hardware also?
Yes, we have a great variety. We really have good, better, best options when it comes to all of our products. Like I said, for cabinetry, we have stock items, so we can really work with different price budgets. But also, we can go very custom with semi-stock cabinetry, for example, made by Belmont, which is the United States' biggest in-house frameless cabinet manufacturer, and they're located right up here in Sumner, which is great. That's why we like to work with them so much.
Sumner.
Yeah, we can really, and then the same thing for countertops. So there's a lot of different options that we can do, and work on different projects.
Marble and all that neat stuff, huh?
All that neat stuff, yes.
All that neat stuff. Well, that's beautiful. Just really, years ago I worked with kitchens, and it's such an art. And you guys are really, really showing the best quality, good installation, good timing, everything. So thumbs up to you.
Kristen is the best.
Thank you so much. No, actually, my cabinet installer is the best because he just makes me happy.
Well, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. So when he hears the podcast and comes in for a raise, you'll be ready to go ahead.
Absolutely.
Sure. Okay. Candace, you have some questions to this nice lady? You're sitting there like you're going to pop a great statement.
I just love the
a
fact
great
that you're
statement.
bringing the community together. So I appreciate you. I know it's not easy to putting on an event and to look at all of the people that are out here enjoying it. It's big time kudos. So thank you.
Thank you so much, and everybody for coming. It's been very stressful trying to host this while we have projects going on, but it's so important to us to work with other businesses, and there are so many ways for businesses to collaborate with each other. Not just strictly by buying from each other, but sharing followings, sharing events, sharing customers in different ways. And that's really what we want to achieve with events like this.
And you find that business networking is the great way to reach relationships with different organizations to find leads?
Absolutely, yes. And every time I meet new people, and there are different ways that we can work together, and you meet the most interesting people and hear the most interesting stories about other businesses.
I can imagine. So this is really great. It looks nice. Beautiful showroom. Give us the address of where you're located.
We're located on 11105 Steel Street, South in Tacoma. It's Unit 114. It's in the Orange Maxi units.
Wonderful. You know, just as a sideline, when they told me today we're going to do a podcast down here live for your folks, he said King's Kitchen. Now, people that are overstuffed, you see, would immediately think of a restaurant. So I circled this place about 90 times, you know, called him on the phone, and I said, what are you talking about, for Pete's sake? So now I know.
Yep. Yeah, we're all about the actual kitchen, where you cook the food. We make the kitchens.
Yeah, well, that's very true. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
This is wonderful. We have another guest that we're going to talk with. How are you?
I'm good.
Are you getting nervous now?
No, I don't.
You should be. Because
I'm not at all.
Oh, not at all. We're wonderful. And there we go. It's always good to give physical therapy to especially before they get on the podcast, just in case they pass out. I'm Bill. Who are you?
I'm Angie. I listen to you.
Angie. You do?
I do.
We got one listener. This is exciting. One.
I showed Candace on my app the other day. I was like, I can prove that I listen to you.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Are you on iHeart? You listen to us? Or
I am
what
on
platform?
Stitcher.
Stitcher.
Yes.
Ray, we've got about 14 different now platforms. So I always like to ask them where people are hearing us from. And
Sure.
Makes
So
me
you're the
feel
comedy
better.
relief of the duo.
Yeah, the brains just left the room. I'm just a fill-in.
That's awesome.
Nothing else to do today. So, what company do you represent?
Harmony Photography.
Harmony Photography.
So I'm a photographer, but then I also do voiceover work and audiobook narration. So yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
The voiceover work about a year and a half,
About a year.
and the audiobook narration about the same.
About the same?
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. Kind of an interesting...
Yes, and almost 4 years in photography, owning my business.
So which one do you like better?
Photography. But I do find audiobook narration really calming because it forces me to focus on one thing because you have to pay attention to the sentence you're about to read. So
it kind of gives you an opportunity to really focus on how to get that content out.
Focus like a camera.
Yeah,
See?
that's true.
It's all about photography.
Now, the big question is, are you running digital or film?
Digital.
Digital.
I have mad respect for anybody who does film, but it's not me.
Not you?
No.
Oh, okay. We've talked to several people and the difference between digital and the definition of film, and now nobody has proper development, and it's a mess.
Right.
I hate to admit it, I do like film better than digital, but I won't tell you that.
No. I like the results of film a lot, but I don't like not being able to see what I just took. Being able to tweak
surprise.
it. Yeah.
For sure. What do you do? A lot of photography as far as weddings, or doing just a little bit of
I do all
everything?
sorts of stuff. I do weddings and events, and then I do all sorts of portraiture. So everything from newborns to glamour, which isn't like the 80s glamour with the blue eyeshadow and the big hair. It's like more contemporary portraits. Then I do boudoir. Oh yes, the guys all,
Wow.
oh, I like that. Oh.
Yeah.
And then like engagement photos, maternity, stuff like that.
So you're doing the whole, what we would call the field of photography.
Yes, and then I also do business branding stuff, headshots, video, real estate. No boudoir, Gil. Sorry. You're on a podcast. Watch yourself.
I know, that's why.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you gotta get
I
involved.
wanted to make it clear.
I do couples boudoir sometimes, but no, just dudes.
How can we get a hold of you?
My website is myharmonyphotography.com. My studio is in Puyallup, just off 128th and Meridian, right behind 7-Eleven. It's a full commercial studio.
Oh, I know exactly.
And they can meet you on Monday somewhere, can't
They can meet me Mondays at Q Connections in Lacey at the Lacey Events and Forza Bistro Center and
they?
Events.
Event Center, yeah.
Well, that's
And
wonderful.
there are cupcakes, and they're delicious.
Great coffee, because they serve some great Forza coffee. That's right.
Great Forza coffee, ladies and gentlemen.
How is it that you came down here to be at this event?
I was invited to be one of the speakers.
Whoa.
Yes.
You're one of the secret top
I'm one of the
secret
top
speakers?
secret, but I guess the cat's out of the bag now.
I guess we need to
They asked me to be
introduce.
quiet at this.
I guess we need to introduce the extra voice right now.
Yeah, we could, but everybody knows Gil.
Gil
Hi, I'm
Quante.
Gil Quante, Greenhaven Interactive. You're amazing, and we want the world to know it. With my Q Connections partner, Angie Witten.
And this is the fantastic and second to none Gil Quante.
That's right.
Second to none. You've moved
Right.
up.
Well, does that still make me second place?
No.
Yeah, well,
No, that would be second to one.
Oh, excellent.
There's
So-
math. Math is hard.
I have a bookkeeper for math.
So Gil, tell us what you do.
I am a networking guy for Greenhaven is one of the companies I network. They're an internet marketing company. I also have a networking event that we do on Mondays at Lacey Forza. And it's a really fun place to help teach people how to make a
For
success.
other people too.
well, yeah.
I do. There's a group called Wild Child. I don't know if you know
Yes.
them. I think they're behind some disrupting that goes out on a podcast.
No, absolutely not. No.
And they also, that wonderful Candace Thompson is the best business coach because she's my business coach.
You're not biased,
The-
right?
no,
See,
not at all.
Bill,
The
pay
trouble
attention
is
to this.
she
This is a
makes
man
you do
that's
the work.
speaking brilliance to our
Yes.
audience
That's
right
right.
now.
Brilliant.
Words of gold. Words of gold.
And they didn't even give me any money to do this.
You're cha-ching.
Cha-ching! And it's the easiest referral I give in all my networking is to Wild Child Group because she
talking about the
connects with people and meets them where their needs are instead of just saying here's the program and here how you should do it.
Right, trying to
It's
fit
like,
you into a box. She
what
figures
are
out
you
what box.
good at doing? What
like
are
how
you
your
miss-
box is built.
Exactly.
She put me in a box, but it was awfully dark.
Yeah. Well,
Some people need dark boxes.
don't worry about the 6-foot hole. That's for the tomatoes.
Oh, for the tomatoes. Oh, okay. I was
Gil,
going to be
you
kind to
also
you.
said you do networking for Greenhaven.
Yes. So Greenhaven Interactive, we actually started, Dave Parkhurst and I started that thing doing internet marketing in 1994.
Holy
About 24 years ago. I can't do the math, you know that.
7.
And 27 years ago, I have an Angie.
I'm just kidding.
And it is, we built one of the first retail websites, and it took us 9 months back then to build it because it was nothing but code. There weren't templates, there weren't things like that. And I got the wonderful job, after we got it launched and everything, they told me, hey, Gil.
They all want to hold your hand. Have you
they
noticed
do.
that,
Yeah,
Gil?
they want me to quit thumping the table. They said, Gil, why don't you market the website? I said, okay, well, how do you do that? And they said, well, nobody really knows. Figure it out. So, kind of a compliment. Well, my secret was I started calling people across the country, because you could look up anybody back then, with the job title Internet Marketing Manager.
Oh,
And one of the first people I called up, I said, hey, I'm with, she did something, I don't know what she sold, some product. And I said, I'm with Greenhaven. We were called Education Technology back then, and we sell Apple peripherals and software.
Ah.
And I'm the Internet Marketing Manager. and I see you're an internet marketing manager. I said, what do you do? And she goes, I don't know. What are you doing?